like just a drive-by. Okay, when people are going online, they're not just looking at you; they're looking at you and your competitors. So think about this: like when you walk in your school, everyone thinks they're the best school, it's the cleanest, it's the greatest, they're the best staff, they're the master instructor, or whatever. That's all great, okay? And that's what you think, okay? But that's not what prospects and leads think. So your job is to get everyone online to actually see and feel why you are the best, staying consistent with it, all right? Showing them the value of your school, because they're going to go on there and they're going to see it. And we're going to go more into the classes in a little bit. Try lots of social media campaigns and see what works, okay? Again, all right? Study, research, data, okay? Analyzation. You have to try as many as you can. You can't just try Facebook and say it didn't work. You can't try Twitter once and say it didn't work, all right? You can't just try a blog and say it didn't work. I can tell you why it won't work. Because it's not followed through. It's not done consistently, all right? And that's it. Those are the key reasons why your blog didn't work, all right? I have a blog that is just mine. I haven't used it in 2 years, okay, because I'm doing ChampionsWay blog. I'm doing a lot of stuff for them. I have a personal blog, Sensei Nick. I have an article on there. It's called Be the Bigger Person, talking about passion and talking about quality and having the right content. This Be the Bigger Person article, and you can look it up. Just Google Be the Bigger Person. Those keywords. I'm the first blog that comes up. I can't tell you how many comments that I have to approve every single week. When I get at least 20 comments a week on that article, and I don't even know who these people are. It's unbelievable. So that's an example that it's all about the content, because I gave my passion, I put it into it, and talked about haters and people that were trying to take other people down. So many people related to that. So you have to be really creative. That's why we're going to go over a lot of strategies in a minute. So let's talk about the evolution of social communication. All right. So we started with cavemen, drawings. Then we had the telegram. Then we had mail. Then we had the telephone. Then we had the internet. Okay, now we're talking about Web 2.0. Before we know it's going to be Web 3.0 and social commerce. So we adjusted. We went from the caveman to the telegram to the mail to the telephone, the cell phones, whatever. Then the internet. Okay, so everyone's on the internet. Okay, the problem is that most of us are not understanding or involved in Web 2.0. That's what we're doing. That's what we're showing you is the new ways to do this, and not the old ways. The new ways. Okay, so that's known as Web 2.0. Avoid information void, or they will click your competitors. So you're sitting here, you're listening, you're thinking about it, all right, and you're not on it, you're not doing it, okay? Your competitor will be doing it. It's a matter of time, all right, because I'll tell you why. This industry is a copycat industry, all right? It's like the NFL, all right? That's why every year it's very difficult for an NFL team to win the Super Bowl, because they find things out. So what's happening now is all this information that we're providing, ChampionsWay, with all of our team members, it's all going out there. It's going out there. Well, it's only going to take 5 or 6 other consultants to take our information and try to do their best to use it and give it to other schools. So now all of our ChampionsWay clients are listening. They're like, this is great, this is great. But your competitors, they're going to be getting it from someone that's not a ChampionsWay client that's listening to this, and that's going to try to have a program or do their social media for them. All right, so not having your brand out there and avoiding information, they will click your competitors. So keep that in mind. Every day that goes by where you're not on top of this and you think your school is doing great, somebody's working with me or somebody else, and they're going to dominate the search engines, and they're going to get everything up there, and one day you can wake up and be sick, right? Because everywhere you go, all you're going to see are videos, blog posts, tweets, all the new stuff we're going to be coming out with in January. We're constantly working and innovating these solutions. So new/old. So all we're asking you to do is try something new with an old way. All the same stuff you've been doing, teaching great classes, doing all that stuff in a new way. So the old way of back-to-school marketing. This is the old way. All right. Flyering parking lots. Right. I don't know. People still do that, but it's very annoying. I almost think it makes you look, bad, all right, just by flying parking lots and annoying people. Most people, maybe you get a couple of leads from it, but, old way. Commercials, the back-to-school commercial, I've seen that 100 times. They're all the same. And it almost looks fake, to be honest with you. The commercial, the kid and whatever, getting picked up for school, just looks fake, really. cold calling. We'll do this still. We'll still call cold calls and call some leads, that we've had and follow up. So I think you might need to do that. Direct mail, goes right to the trash. You get that, and basically, like I said, like your competitor, you look at your competitors, but other than that, whatever. I know when someone comes in and wants to do direct mail with me, I get 10 or 11 of them every week. They come in and they want me to do direct mail. I try to save them time and say, listen, I don't do any type of traditional marketing. And it's funny, I don't understand how they still work at these companies, because if I was there, I'd be scared. I would scared to death, because I don't know how much longer some of these traditional marketing methods are going to be along. The print advertising is dead. When you hear the Philadelphia Inquirer is dying and a lot of newspapers are dying, to me, I would be looking and researching how I can get involved in the internet, because it's going to happen. Print ads, we talked about them as well. The prices are just ridiculous, okay, and that's because they're making all this money and they're not doing anything. That's what's happening. So unless they want to take a pay cut and charge $50 for an ad, that's really maybe $100 for an ad. It's never going to change. The prices are astronomical and it's terrible. Emails, email blasting. There's some new ways we could use that in Travis from ChampionsWay. We're showing how to use the Perfect Mind email campaigns. There are some new ways we could use. And then the website special, just having the basic website with the ad on there. It's old. It's not as effective, and it's not going to get you the calls just by having that ad. Okay, so the new ways are the blog posts, Facebook. Everyone's on there. Landing pages, call to actions online, Twitter, real content, and web social integration. And this is just a smoother and better way to communicate with their leads and prospects out there. It's nowhere near as annoying and just loud. So this is really simple for you to do. Blog posts, call to actions, web social, Twitter, Facebook, landing pages, and real content. Now the problem is a lot of schools, once they start doing this, they want it to happen like that, like a snap of the finger. Okay, and that's where it's okay to want it done quickly. But one thing that I've learned, and it took me a lot, some years to learn this, you need to be patient, especially when it comes to strategy, because if not, it's going to be a cluster. Right, and it will be a cluster because you don't understand how to do it. So, like, if your landing page is ready, or if you have a blog that's ready, but you really don't understand, and you start delivering it in the wrong way, it's going to turn people away. It's going to turn them off, and that's what we don't want to do. Like, remember, we're trying to attract, okay, not turn people away. So, because that's what traditional marketing does; it turns them away. So, be patient, get your stuff in order. When you're ready to go, then it'll work smoothly. And you know what? It's not going to kill you to wait an extra day. To be an extra week. The whole purpose of what you're trying to do is to get people's attention. You're trying to get people's attention online. Once you have their attention, okay, what do you want them to spread? All right, so you're providing them the information, okay, you've got their attention, and the goal is to get them to spread, okay, what you're talking about. Now, people will mostly spread the following. And this is number one, okay? They will mostly spread an excellent or terrible customer service experience, okay? Meaning that, if I go to a restaurant and it's amazing, the first thing I'm going to do, or probably while I'm doing it, I'm having an amazing filet, okay, at Del Frisco Steakhouse in Philadelphia. Okay, I'm having an amazing time at the Champions Martial Arts birthday party. Excuse me. Their staff is amazing. Okay? Or just walked out of Champions Martial Arts. The lady behind the counter was the most rude person I've ever seen in my life. She didn't even acknowledge me. All right? You get my drift. That's what they're going to spread. I mean, a customer experience. Okay? They're going to spread news and opinions. They're going to spread something that's relevant to them. All right? So that's why, like, when I talk about landing pages, marketing, call to actions, all these different things, like, someone's not just going to spread your landing page just because you think it looks good, right? Someone's not going to spread your blog post just because it's great and it talks about how you became a master, okay, or how you're now this champion at a karate tournament. No one cares about that, guys. It's really true. Like, I mean, it's hard for me to say, but it's just the simple truth. Most people don't care, right? We're tired of hearing about it. That's the word on our industry, guys. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, there's all these masters, yep, but they can't even kick above their knee, right? And we have to be really careful about that. So don't talk about, you're this, you're that, you did this, you're the champion and whatever. Talk about what you're doing in your classes. Talk about how you're helping your students. Talk about your students. Talk about your students that have achieved amazing results. Talk about what you've done for others instead of talking about, how you've done this or how you've done that, because no one cares. Something funny will be posted as well. Ask them to share nicely, but not often. Okay, you could ask them to share nicely, like, yeah, well, listen, that was really nice. I saw you, make sure you put that on your Facebook page. And we're going to show you some creative ways also that Vahid came up with, how we should get our clients to share. And you can be original like that as well. All right, some great ideas from Vahid, from the Director of Marketing. Like I said, don't talk about yourself because no one cares. All right? This is only part of the science, and why, if you do not understand it, it will be a total waste of time. So, you're arguing, you're sitting there saying, oh, I don't know about that, I don't know about this. It's like, okay, the thing is, guys, this isn't, this is the truth. This is like, these are facts. This isn't like stuff I'm making up. This is research. This is data. This is the way social media is. Okay, so if you defy the sciences, if you defy the laws, of just social behavior, okay, and the way humans behave, and understand, the science of it, you're going to end up wasting your time, and you're going to sit there, and then you're going to throw a post up about social media doesn't work. Okay, that's what you're going to say, but yet it is working for a lot of schools and for a lot of people. Learn to understand, okay? So if you're looking to learn to understand more about social media, there's 3 ways, okay? Number 1 is through the library, the ChampionsWay library, okay? We had someone was talking, last week. They said they were looking for more information that's cutting edge, and they need some more information, like about how to market their school. And I said, are you doing social media? He said, no. I said, get in the library, at least attend the meetings and start learning something. It's all in there. Number 2, our social media course for school owners, which will be available in version 2 of the library coming out. That'll be a lot easier for you guys because I'll be managing that project as far as the social media courses. And what we're going to do is update it to the point where every week you can kind of go on there and keep yourself updated with the social media, just news and just different things that we're doing on our schools. So you're staying ahead of the curve. Okay, like I said, I'm already working on things for January for social media that no one else is working on. So this is the stuff that we've been doing for a while that, you need to get caught up, and then by the time you work on the stuff for January, we already work on the new stuff again. Also, if you're interested, you can talk to Vahid or the sales team. The social media service, starting September 1st, we're now getting schools ready. This is the time to get ready, okay? I believe Vahid was saying there's about 12 schools that we can help out with this. That's about what we have for spaces until September. Then we'll be taking more. But if you're interested in getting more, you can talk to Vahid or the sales team. Okay, so there's enough about the science. Takeaway number 2, why you won't produce results right away. Top 10 reasons is set up incorrectly. Illegal Facebook pages, accounts that are dead, all right, terrible blog. Now let me explain to you about the illegal Facebook pages. What I'm talking about that is that, there's new features on Facebook that we're always showing our clients about. Now they're starting to recommend pages. Okay, pages are recommended based on fans and people that are in your close, in your area, your demographic, that have similar likes and that are fans. Facebook, it's known as, they have a social graph, and that's how they do that. Well, if you're using your page as, ABC Karate, but it's really, your personal page. Excuse me. Every day that goes up, you're never going to get recommended because you're doing it illegally. So change it as soon as possible. Accounts that are dead, you might have a Twitter account with 30 followers and no one follows you anymore. And a terrible blog. A terrible blog would be something that I'll show you later, okay? That just will not really spread, no one will respond, and it'll die out quickly. Number 2 would be poor content, okay? Poor content, it won't work, okay, with poor content. Number 3, you're annoying to your followers, all right? And I've done this before too. I've done it on the community. I've tried to settle down on that. Just constant, whatever. Now I just provide information. I gave up trying to send emails out about this, that, or other thing. It's like, it doesn't work anyway, so I stopped it. And now questions, discussions, crazy stuff, just like new school stuff. That's what it gets people interested and they follow. Number 4, you're only trying to sell. So if you're only trying to sell, sign up, register here, sign up for this, that, and people don't see that you're human, that you care, that all you're doing is selling. It's not going to work. The total plan is broken somewhere. So you think you're set up, but you're not, okay? And it's probably not set up, and as long as it's not set up, it probably will never get set up.